Class President, Prosecutor, Mayor of New York City, Time Person of the Year. These are just some of the hats worn by Rudy Giuliani before we knew him as President Trump's right-hand man. So how did he go from this?
He's the mayor of New York City, Rudy Giuliani.
To this. Rudolph Giuliani was born and raised in Brooklyn to a working-class family. His father was a bar owner and served time in Sing Sing for armed robbery. But Giuliani said it was his father's criminal past that inspired him to go into law enforcement.
My father would say to me, when you make a decision, the most important thing you've got to think about is, can you shave the next morning and look at yourself in the mirror and feel good about yourself?
Before that, he'd considered the priesthood. Giuliani studied at Manhattan College and NYU Law. He considered himself a Democrat, volunteering for RFK's 1968 presidential campaign. He later clerked for the Southern District of New York and was promoted to lead their narcotics unit at just 29 years old. He eventually moved to D.C., where President Ronald Reagan appointed him to the third highest position at the Justice Department. During this time, Giuliani also became a Republican, which people suspected he did for political gain. That includes his own mom, who said, quote, he only became a Republican after he began to get all these jobs from them. In 1983, Giuliani returned home as the U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York. He made over 4,000 convictions, from corrupt Wall Street guys to the heads of the mafia. Then in 1993, he was elected as the first Republican mayor of New York City since the 60s.
I, Rudolph William Giuliani,
do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear.
Interestingly, some of his politics were pretty liberal. He supported gay rights, immigrant protections, gun control, and abortion rights. But the mayor was hyper-focused on cleaning up the city streets. He pursued petty offenses like graffiti and marijuana possession to bring down the crime rate. But some believe this strategy was racially biased. The violent crime rate did drop during Giuliani's tenure, but it already began declining under his predecessor.
We're held together by law, and we're held together by respect for the law.
The mayor couldn't pursue 3 terms, so he ran for New York Senate. He actually polled ahead of Hillary Clinton until he hit a major low point. He was diagnosed with prostate cancer and divorced his wife following an extramarital affair. He also received backlash for how he handled a fatal NYPD shooting of an unarmed black man. He soon left the race. But on 9/11, everything changed. Giuliani became known worldwide as America's mayor for his strong leadership during a time of tragedy.
Tomorrow, New York is going to be here, and we're going to rebuild, and we're going to be stronger than we were before.
His approval rating skyrocketed to almost 80%. Even after he left office, he was polled as the most popular politician of either party. This set the stage for his 2008 presidential run, where he started as a frontrunner.
I'm unleashing that individual decision-making that makes America great.
He spiraled downhill after he underestimated early voting states and became entangled in controversy. Firefighters accused him of rushing 9/11 recovery efforts and downplaying dangerous health conditions at Ground Zero. After dropping out of the presidential race, he kept a relatively low profile. He returned to law for several years. That is, until 2016.
Donald Trump is the agent of change, and he will be the leader of the change we need.
Giuliani reemerged as a recurring character of Trump's presidential campaign. Their friendship goes way back.
You know, you're really beautiful. And a woman that looks like that has to have her own special scent.
Oh, thank you.
That was a parody video for the mayor's Inner Circle press roast. In all seriousness, the two do have history. Trump supported Giuliani as mayor, and they attended each other's 3rd weddings. And before Trump's inauguration, he apparently considered Giuliani for Secretary of State. When that didn't work out, he became Trump's informal cybersecurity advisor and helped craft the Muslim ban. Of course, we know Giuliani eventually accepted a bigger role. As Trump's personal lawyer, he tirelessly defended him throughout the Russia investigation. And this all brings us to today, with Giuliani finding himself knee-deep in a presidential impeachment inquiry. Despite having no official government role, the whistleblower complaint named him a, quote, central figure in pressuring Ukraine to investigate Democrats. The House subpoenaed him, but he's not complying. But ironically, Giuliani's story continues to unfold in the place where it all started, the Southern District of New York. According to the New York Times, federal prosecutors are investigating whether he broke lobbying laws during his work with Ukraine. We're still learning Giuliani's role in all of this, so for now, we'll just continue to track what he says on cable news.
It isn't truth. Truth isn't truth.
Shut up, moron.
Wait, damn it, let me finish.
I got to cut the call, and the president's remark.
What's your mission?
To disrupt the world.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.